Murder rates, black markets, human trafficking. Some cities are trapped in endless cycles of crime and corruption. In today's countdown, we'll show you the 10 deadliest cities in Eastern Europe and the dark forces that fuel their danger. Number 10. Sofia, Bulgaria, a city of contrasts. Let's start our journey in Sofia, Bulgaria, a city where vibrant street life and ancient ruins meet a complicated reality. Sofia's crime index sits at 38.03, which is considered moderate, but the real challenge lies in its sky-high corruption score of 82.68. This level of bribery and institutional mistrust shapes daily life and makes it hard for residents to feel truly secure. According to local data, petty theft is a consistent concern, especially at busy spots like Central Railway Station and Vitosha Boulevard, where pickpockets and scam artists look for easy targets. Property crime rates in Sofia are moderate, scoring 47.77, and drug-related problems also register at 43.28. While violent crime isn't rampant, the steady rise in incidents over the past 5 years has made many people more cautious, especially after dark. With trust in law enforcement shaken by frequent reports of bribery and inefficiency, Sofia's residents must navigate a city where charm and risk are never far apart. But Sofia isn't alone in facing these struggles. Some capitals in the region are dealing with even deeper, more persistent challenges. Number 9. Chisinau, Moldova, a capital under pressure. Chisinau, Moldova's capital, faces pressures that shape daily life in ways most visitors never see. The city's corruption index is a staggering 86.50, giving traffickers and criminal networks room to operate with little fear of consequences. While Chisinau's overall crime index stands at 42.49, residents have reported a 52.16 increase in recent years, a trend that matches the rise in serious offenses, including property crime and human trafficking. Human trafficking remains one of the most significant issues here, with Chisinau serving as a key point in regional trafficking routes. The city's weak institutions and lack of trust in law enforcement make it difficult to prosecute these crimes, and corruption often shields offenders from justice. For those living in Chisinau, high-profile scandals and the constant presence of crime undermine any sense of safety. This uneasy balance between progress and risk is something other major cities in the region are struggling to manage as well. Number 8. Yekaterinburg, Russia, a crossroads of crime. Yekaterinburg, Russia's fourth largest city, stands at a crossroads, both geographically and in terms of public safety. Its industrial boom and strategic location near the Ural Mountains have made it a powerhouse, but they also come with a cost. Yekaterinburg's crime index is 47.16, one of the highest among major Russian cities. According to recent data, property crime scores 55.28 and the drug trade 51.94, both at moderate levels. Residents also report growing concerns about theft and car-related crimes, especially after dark when safety perceptions drop sharply. Organized crime remains a persistent threat, with groups involved in racketeering, trafficking, and extortion. Corruption is a major factor here, scoring 75.00, so high that it often undermines effective policing and allows criminal networks to operate with relative ease. Economic inequality adds another layer as the city's wealth isn't shared evenly, leaving some neighborhoods more exposed to risk. The result is a city where progress and uncertainty walk side by side. As we move on, you'll see how other capitals in the region are shaped by their own unique pressures and struggles. Number 7. Kyiv, Ukraine, a capital in turmoil. Kyiv, Ukraine's capital, pulses with energy and resilience, yet the ongoing war has changed the city's rhythm in noticeable ways. The crime index here is 48.31, moderate, but with a sharp 62.98 increase reported over the past 5 years. Residents and visitors alike have noticed more burglaries, scams, and petty theft, especially in crowded areas like open-air markets or near public transport. Still, even amid conflict, assaults remain relatively low at 36.73, showing that violent crime hasn't spiked as much as some might expect. Safety in Kyiv shifts with the sun. During the day, most people feel secure, but after dark, caution becomes more important, as reflected in the city's moderate nighttime safety score. Corruption and bribery remain serious problems, with a striking 82.02 rating. This high level of mistrust in authorities means many crimes go unreported or unresolved. Human trafficking, especially involving displaced people, has become a pressing concern. While Kiev's struggles are visible, some cities further east reveal their own hidden risks, often in places you might not expect. Number 6. Novosibirsk, Russia, a hidden hotspot. Novosibirsk, the unofficial capital of Siberia, doesn't make headlines like Moscow or St. Petersburg, but its crime trends are hard to ignore. The city's crime index stands at 47.69, moderate, but enough to make safety a daily consideration for locals and travelers alike. Drug problems are a key concern, with a moderate score of 55.30. Here, so-called dead-drop drug deals are common, and recent GI Talk data from August 2024 show that prices for synthetic drugs remain some of the lowest in Russia, fueling demand and supply. Property crime is another issue, with vandalism and theft rated at 52.14. Corruption is deeply entrenched, scoring a high 80.88, which erodes trust in law enforcement and makes reporting crimes feel futile for many residents. While violent crime is relatively low at 34.62, the fear of being robbed or mugged lingers, especially after dark. Everyday life in Novosibirsk is shaped by these challenges, leaving people to navigate a city where safety can feel uncertain and solutions remain out of reach. Number 5. Kharkiv, Ukraine, a frontline city. Kharkiv, Ukraine, faces risks that set it apart from other cities on this list. With a crime index of 50.25 and a striking 66.39 increase reported in recent years, residents are feeling the effects of the ongoing war in every aspect of daily life. The city's location near the front lines has made it a vital logistics and medical hub for the Ukrainian armed forces. But it's also exposed Kharkiv to frequent attacks and a surge in criminal activity. Organized crime groups have taken advantage of the chaos, with arms trafficking and drug-related offenses on the rise. According to GI Talk, a single 2024 bust uncovered hundreds of illegal firearms intended for black market sale. Violent crime is also climbing, now at 42.88, while corruption within the local judiciary makes it difficult to hold offenders accountable. Displaced people remain especially vulnerable to exploitation by these networks. As Kharkiv adapts to these new realities, it's clear that even cities far from the front lines are not immune to the ripple effects of instability. Number 4. Constanta, Romania, a coastal battleground. Constanta, Romania's Black Sea port, is known for its lively beaches and steady flow of visitors. But the numbers tell a more complicated story. The city's crime index is 50.36, and residents report a 60.89 increase in recent years. Property crime is a moderate concern at 48.52, while violent crime remains low at 39.31. Drug dealing is also on the radar, scoring 47.50. These challenges are made worse by a corruption score of 82.34, which allows criminal groups to operate with little fear of consequences. Tourists usually face crimes of opportunity, like pickpocketing or scams in busy areas. Most locals feel uneasy about muggings and theft, especially after dark. The safety index for walking alone at night is just 40.98, so caution is advised in certain neighborhoods. Constanta's struggle to balance tourism with safety reflects a bigger question: what happens when public trust in law enforcement starts to erode? Number 3. Minsk, Belarus, a city under watch. Minsk, Belarus's capital, stands out for its mix of Soviet-era order and a climate shaped by politics and corruption. The city's crime index is 55.12, moderate but trending in the wrong direction, with a 72.43 increase reported over the past 3 years. Corruption and bribery are persistent problems, scoring a high 78.08, which chips away at trust in law enforcement and makes it easier for criminal activity to grow. Petty crimes like pickpocketing, street theft, and drink spiking in nightclubs are common, especially near metro stations, hotels, and in poorly lit areas. Violent crime is a moderate concern, with a score of 51.55, and most residents feel far less safe after dark. The safety index for walking alone at night is just 40.25. Meanwhile, political arrests and government crackdowns add another layer of tension, making the city's atmosphere feel watchful and unpredictable. As we move on, you'll see how the pressures of conflict and unchecked crime can reach a tipping point in places where the stakes are even higher. Number 2, Dnipro, Ukraine, the epicenter of danger. Dnipro, Ukraine's industrial center on the Dnipro River, stands out for its rising crime index of 57.55 and a 65.47 increase in recent years. Its strategic location and economic importance have made it a magnet for organized crime, especially as the ongoing war has transformed the city into a major logistics hub. Arms trafficking is a daily reality. GI TOC Fieldwork documents a July 2024 sting in which 7 military-grade weapons were seized, just one example of how the city's proximity to the front lines fuels illicit trade. The drug trade is just as active. In 2021, authorities seized 120 kilograms of amphetamine from a local factory, the largest haul in Ukraine's history, underscoring Dnipro's role in synthetic drug production and distribution. Fraudulent call centers are another challenge, with research from September 2024 estimating around 30,000 employees working in scams shielded by corrupt officials. Dnipro's mix of industrial power, geographic advantage, and entrenched criminal networks creates an environment where danger is always close by, setting the stage for the challenges faced by other cities along Ukraine's southern coast. Number 1, Odessa, Ukraine, a city of shadows. Odessa, Ukraine's port city on the Black Sea, stands out for its mix of everyday activity and a growing sense of insecurity. The city's crime index is 57.72, moderate but rising fast, with a 70.34 increase over the past few years. Property crime is a particular concern here, scoring a high 64.06, and residents worry about home break-ins and muggings more than in other Ukrainian cities. Behind Odessa's lively streets, organized crime shapes much of the local economy. Scam call centers, often operating with protection from corrupt officials, target victims worldwide. The grain trade is another major source of fraud. Between May 2022 and May 2024, an estimated $3 billion was lost through shell companies and cash deals. Even as the city's markets and beaches draw crowds, these hidden networks make Odessa a hotspot for illicit activity. This uneasy balance between vibrant city life and deep-rooted crime is a reality that many cities in Eastern Europe now face. These cities reveal a harsh reality. The intersection of corruption, crime, and conflict defines daily life for millions across Eastern Europe. Take Odessa, where reopened ports may benefit the economy, but fuel underground criminal networks, or Dnipro, where the war has turned the city into a hub for arms and drug trafficking. As reports from the Global Initiative Against Transnational Organized Crime show, these patterns aren't isolated, they're systemic. What do you think could be the solution for these cities? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe as we explore more facts about cities, borders, and the world.